Timeline of the Day of Judgment 1. The end of the world. The hour will strike suddenly. The command of Allah is coming, so be not impatient for it. Surah An-Nahl 16:1. The trumpet horn will be blown, and the horn will be blown, and whoever is in the heavens and whoever is on the earth will fall dead except whom Allah wills. Surah Az-Zumar 39:68. 2. The resurrection, Al-Ba'th. A second trumpet will be blown to bring people back to life. Then it will be blown again, and at once they will be standing, looking on. Surah Az-Zumar 39:68. Graves will open and people will rise. The day they will emerge from the graves, rapidly as if they were toward an erected idol hastening. Surah Al-Ma'arij 70:43. 3. The gathering, Al-Hashr. All humans, jinn, and even animals will be gathered on one plane. On the day we will gather the righteous to the most merciful as a delegation, and we will drive the criminals to hell in thirst. Surah Maryam 1985-86. The sky will split and the earth will flatten. When the sky breaks apart, and when the earth has been leveled and casts out what is within it and becomes empty. Surah Al-Inshiqaq 84:1-4. 4. Standing before Allah. People will stand in fear and silence, awaiting judgment. That day, mankind will stand before the Lord of the worlds. Surah Al-Mutaffifin 83:6. The sun will be brought close, and people will drown in sweat depending on their deeds. Sahih Muslim 2864. 5. The records of deeds. Each person will receive their book. So as for he who is given his record in his right hand, he will be judged with an easy account. But as for he who is given his record behind his back, he will cry out for destruction. Surah Al-Inshiqaq 84:7-11. Nothing will be omitted, and the record of deeds will be placed, and you will see the criminals fearful of that within it. They will say, "What is this book that leaves nothing small or great except that it has enumerated it?" Surah Al-Kahf 18:49. 6. The scale of justice, Al-Mizan. All deeds will be weighed, and we will place the scales of justice for the day of resurrection, so no soul will be treated unjustly at all. Surah Al-Anbiya 21:47. Heavy scales mean success. Light scales mean loss. So those whose scales are heavy, it is they who will be successful. But those whose scales are light, they are the ones who have lost their souls, being in hell, abiding eternally. Surah Al-Mu'minun 23:102-103-7. The witnesses. Prophets, angels, and people's own bodies will testify. On the day when their tongues, their hands, and their feet will bear witness against them as to what they used to do. Surah An-Nur 24-24. Even the earth itself will testify. That day it will report its news, because your Lord has commanded it. Surah Az-Zalzala 99:4-5. Quran 8. The Great Intercession, Ash-Shafa'ah. The Prophet will intercede for his ummah. Sahih al-Bukhari 4712, Sahih Muslim 193. 9. The bridge over hell, As-Sirat. A bridge thinner than a hair and sharper than a sword will be stretched over hell. Believers will cross quickly depending on their deeds, some like lightning, others crawling. Disbelievers will fall into hell. Sahih Muslim 195, Tirmidhi 2420. 10. Final judgment for the believers. They will enter paradise, greeted with peace. Indeed, those who have believed and done righteous deeds, they will have the gardens of paradise as a lodging. Surah Al-Kahf 18:107. For the disbelievers, they will enter hell, never to leave. But as for he whose scales are light, his refuge will be an abyss. And what can make you know what that is? It is a fire intensely hot. Surah Al-Qariyah 101:8-11.